We're getting into February and it's officially time to set our budget for the month. So today I'm showing you our actual household budget for February 2022. Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. Here on my channel we talk about life and money and how you can enjoy life while still accomplishing financial goals through the use of a budget. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, scroll down and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. Today I'm sharing my actual household budget from February 2022. This is our plan for the month. I live in Portland, Oregon area with my husband Jacob and our 1.5-year-old son named Peter. We are also expecting baby boy number two due in June. So you'll see a lot of these things reflected in our budget for this month, and I'm really excited as we are tackling these financial goals while still getting to enjoy this season of life because they go hand in hand. So before we get into it, I want to let you know that the budget template I'm using is one that you can get yourself on my shop. I will have a link to that in the description box down below. And also I have a course called the Budget Breakdown course, which walks you through everything you need to know about budgeting. So if you are new to budgeting, you want to get started with it, if budgeting feels overwhelming or confusing to you and you're just having a tough time with getting settled in it, this is the course for you. It's everything that I've learned about budgeting over the last 6 years, and it's how we've been able to use a budget to be able to enjoy our lives while still working on big goals like paying off our student loans, $87,000 of it, saving for an emergency fund, saving for a down payment on a house, and funding other life things that always seem to come up. The course is super affordable. It's only $37 and you get lifetime access to this video course. You also get my budget template included as a freebie in the course. So if you want to check it out, I will have it linked in the description box down below and you can check it out there. So the first thing that you'll see in our budget here is our income section. So we make a zero-based budget, which means all of our income equals all of the money out. So this is the income that we have to budget off of. I have Jacob's income blocked off as well as my business income. I feel like I should just change this to Marissa because this is my income. It is for my business though. But my husband Jacob works as a W-2 employee for another company and he does marketing for them. And then I work for myself doing everything here on YouTube. So I just have this blocked out for privacy for the sake of Jacob's employer and everything like that. But our total household income that we have to budget off of, everything all together, coming in this month is $9,930. So this is actually a little bit of a higher income month that we're anticipating this month. Okay, so now to show you where we plan to spend or save every dollar in the budget. This is the exciting part. First, we have our expenses. The first line item that you'll see is our tithe. We are Christians and we believe in giving to our church and other organizations. And so the tithe here is what we're giving to our church specifically. I have this blocked out as well, also for that sake of privacy. And we also support a couple children in Rwanda through African New Life and an additional missions organization. So I just have all of that giving hidden for now, for privacy. But our mortgage here is $2,220.50. That includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. We bought our house in September 2019. Thankful that we ended up buying when we did. And we did only put 5% down, so we had PMI, but we were able to get rid of that about a year ago. And so that is now our standard mortgage payment. Then we have an HOA. We live in a neighborhood with a homeowners association, which honestly we're fine with. And so we pay $121.46 each month for that. Next we have is water sewer, which I've just carried this over from previous months, but it's been typically around $95. Then we have natural gas. So our house is heated with natural gas as well as cooking and things like that. So I have $60 budgeted for that because we are in winter, so we tend to be using that more. Next we have is trash. We pay our trash every other month. This month is a trash month, so that's $58.72. Then we have electric at $70-ish of what we budgeted. So this is everything that we have, lights that we have on, I guess. Then we have internet at $44.99, which is the standard. And then our phones. This is for my cell phone and Jacob's cell phone. We have at $115 for both of them together. Then we have insurance, car insurance for our cars. Actually, this went up as well. This actually changed. Let me update this. This is now $141.19. So I have that updated for insurance for our cars. And that just changed because we recently bought a new car, a 2018 Highlander. So our insurance costs went up because of that. Next we have is life insurance, and that is at $52.89. That's for a life insurance policy on myself and my husband Jacob. So that is a term life insurance policy for both of us. Then we have groceries, and this is at $500. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I show this every time, but it's like the cost of groceries has been going up. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I definitely can tell that. So we have increased our grocery budget, but we also started doing some food delivery kits, which we've actually really enjoyed. So I'll leave referral links to the ones I have down below, but one is Home Chef. We really enjoyed that, especially the fact that they have like quick meals that you can make, like some of them where the protein is already like cooked up, so it makes it really easy to just like put together, and they're really tasty. And then HelloFresh, and I was very hesitant to do HelloFresh because I'm not a great cook, but that's honestly why I need to be doing it more, because I'm like learning how to cook more. So I actually really enjoy it. The meals are really good, better than anything I could make. And I feel like when it comes down to it, the cost isn't that much more than what I'd be spending on food anyway. So I'm actually doing a video, if it hasn't already gone out yet, I'm doing a video breaking down the whole cost of like meal kit delivery services, because I never thought I'd ever do it. But now that I've done it, like I actually really enjoy it. So I have referral for Home Chef. I think I have a $35 off referral for them. And then for HelloFresh, I have $110 off, I think, or $120 off for HelloFresh. So I will leave a link to those in the description box if you want to check out the referral for that. But we definitely have been enjoying that. So we, again, I'll do a whole video talking about it, but we include that in our groceries budget. Next we have is eating out. We budget $150 for eating out. So anytime we're eating somewhere else that's not our own kitchen. Then we have gas at $1.25, another thing that we've noticed going up, so have that at $1.25. And then fun, we have budgeted at $50 for something fun to do, and hope that things will be maybe a little bit more open in February and we can do some more fun things. Next we have is miscellaneous. You always need a miscellaneous category in your budget because there's always something random that comes up during the month, and so you always have to have like somewhere to put it if it comes up, so we always put money towards miscellaneous. Next we have is an exciting financial goal that we're working on again for this year, and that is funding our Roth IRAs. So with a Roth IRA, for if you're under 55, you can contribute $6,000 a year to a Roth IRA. I love the Roth IRA because you put money in after tax and then it can grow tax-free, and then you take the money out tax-free. So we want to max those out every year, and I can do one for $6,000 and Jacob can do one for $6,000, so $12,000 together. So we're now starting to contribute like every extra dollar right now to the Roth IRA because we finished another goal, which I'll also talk about. So this right now we have budgeted $510.76 going towards our Roth IRA in February. I'm hopeful that we can have this done in the first half of the year, have them fully funded. Our plan this year is to contribute at least 15% into retirement, and so we're using our Roth IRAs and then Jacob's 401k to be able to get to that amount. And the reason why I have this in the expense side of things is because this isn't money that I am watching myself, like I'm sending the money out. So if it's going out of my bank account towards someone else, then I have it in the expense side because I'm just looking to make sure it like gets taken out of my account. So that's why you'll see, even though these are like investing things, the cash flow, like money for the month, I have up here just because that's money that's going out of my bank account each month. So next we have is Peter. So we put $50 a month into a brokerage account for our son Peter that we plan to gift to him eventually when he is a grown adult. So for things like maybe his first car or a down payment on a house or his wedding, things like that. So we are putting money towards that each month. And then we have college. We put $200 a month into Peter's 529 college savings plan for the purpose of college. So altogether, money that's going out of our bank account this month, $5,775.36. So now to take a look at the savings or sinking fund section of the budget. First off, we have our emergency fund. We have been trying to replenish our emergency fund up to $15,000. So this is the month that we should hopefully have that done and taken care of. So we wanted to have that done first before going to the Roth IRA. Again, just because we wanted to have like that $15,000 like buffer there. So I have this all blocked out because you haven't seen our January budget report, and actually January isn't even over yet, so I don't have like the beginning balance details because of the last month hasn't closed yet, so that's why it's blocked out. But 15, 15, 19 is what's going into there, so that we can hopefully, that'll be close to what it needs to be to finish that out and finish our emergency fund goal. Next we have his personal spending for Jacob. He gets $250 a month, and then I get $100. And this is money that like either of us can spend without like any questions asked, like whatever we want to spend money on. And the reason why Jacob gets more is just that he likes to spend more money on things and I really don't, so I'm fine with that. Next we have his extra giving. We put $50 a month into an extra giving fund, and that allows us to say yes to additional giving opportunities when they come up, so we put $50 to that. We also put $50 a month into gifts for things like birthday gifts or wedding or baby shower, like all those kinds of things. And then $50 a month into clothing for ourselves, for me and Jacob, which he needs to buy a new pair of pants, so we'll have that come out there soon. Next we have his vacation. We're putting $150 a month into that, which honestly is not very much because we're only planning to go to one place this year. We were planning to go to Southern California in May, and that is right now cleared by my doctor for me to go. Like, it's not too late or anything, it's close to my due date. But we're going for my younger sister's graduation, and we also plan to go to Disneyland for a day, so that'll be a lot of fun. And we already have like the flights booked for it. We already paid for that, and we also have the hotel portion covered, or like our lodging covered, so we just need to pay for like park tickets and like food and stuff like that when we're there. So we're just saving a little bit to be able to cover those costs. And then since we are having a newborn this year, like we're not planning any other sort of vacation for the rest of the year. Next we have is Christmas. We are already saving money for Christmas. Now is a great time to start saving if you haven't already. And this way, when we get to December, we'll already have the money set aside, ready to be spent for Christmas gifts. Next we have is medical, and this is a big one, as you can see, $930 going into our medical fund. And the reason for this is we are on the high deductible health plan for our health plan this year, and I'm planning to have a baby, so we are actually just expecting to hit the family max out of pocket, just as like, obviously that's the worst case scenario, and that is $6,000. So we're planning to save $6,000 between January through, I guess, June or July to be able to cover all of those medical bills. So we are using an HSA, a health savings account. I love the HSA. That's a huge benefit to having a high deductible health plan, because you can put money in tax-free, you can then invest those dollars and it can grow tax-free, and then you can use that money to be spent on qualified medical expenses tax-free. It has a triple tax advantage, which is awesome, and we definitely want to take advantage of. So we are actually not planning to touch the money. We're just planning to put it in there, invest it, let it grow, and then someday down the line we'll use it eventually, but not right now. So we're planning to pay for all of these other medical expenses out of pocket, and the max that it would be $6,000. So that's why we have so much going towards that for the first half of the year. Next we have is cord blood registry. We did cord blood banking with my son Peter, and that just has an annual fee, which we will pay in May. So I'm just saving money every month for that so that we don't have like a larger bill come due in May. And people have asked me if we're planning to do cord blood registry, like cord blood banking with our second son. And at this point, we are not planning to do it because there is a probability that baby number 2 and Peter could be a match if either one of them were ever to need the cord blood. So we're not going to do it for baby number 2, but instead we just have Peter's there. So next we have is car maintenance, and that is $75 each month. And this is obviously for any sort of maintenance items on the car. Then we have house maintenance at $400 each month, because being a homeowner has some expenses tied to it. And then we have household. This is for things like soap, detergent, toilet paper, paper towels, all those kinds of things to just like keep the household going, mostly like disposable kind of things. Then we have baby, which my baby is now a toddler. So this is basically like Peter's needs account. So this account will have things like diapers, clothing, toys, like anything that we buy specifically for Peter, because like he's here, like that goes into this fund. And then we have baby number 2. So we are saving for baby related expenses for our second baby. There aren't many things that we need this time around because we already had a boy and we already have all of that like main baby gear, but there definitely are some like few expenses that we will have. So we're just saving for that each month at $285 each month from now until the baby's due. So I actually did a video about that, of our baby budget. I'll leave a link to that up above and you can check that out if you want. Okay. So our total for savings or sinking funds is $4,186.19. And here you can see our total out. So this is calculating the expenses and savings. We don't have any debt besides our mortgage, but if we did, it would also go into this to calculate all of that. And then the difference between the total money out and our income should be 0. And that's what this cell is calculating here. It says difference should be 0. Obviously it's not because we made a little adjustment there. So I'm going to go back in real time and update this budget. The thing that we're putting every extra dollar to this month is the Roth IRA. So I'm going to take that out of here. $479.21 is what we'll plan to put to the Roth IRA. And this should be hopefully an exciting month. We should be able to finish the emergency fund savings, which will be great. And then also start working on the Roth IRA, which is exciting, as we're also saving for other big things coming up, like having a baby this year. So it's going to be a big year, a big month, and we're looking forward to it. So let me know in the comments below how your budget is looking for February. What's a financial goal that you're working on this month? And also don't forget, if you want to check out my budget breakdown course, I will have a link to that in the description box down below as well, and you can check it out there. And with that, I will look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.
Life is a winding road,